In the name of Allah, who is the most beneficent and the merciful for all. Dear student, आज हम एजुकेशन कैप्सूल के फर्स्ट चैप्टर के इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन पढ़ेंगे. Let's start our first capsule. The committee responsible to finalize the curriculum up to secondary level in Pakistan in National Curriculum Committee. Intelligence level of gifted student is 140 and above. The mirror of society is school. Ontology deals with the nature of reality. Psychological foundations of curriculum helps curriculum developers to understand the nature of learners. The way of judging how well student is doing by looking at his work during educational process is evaluation. The construction, administration and scoring of tests as the measurement process, interpreting such scores, saying whether they are good or bad for a specific purpose is evolution. This was stated by Stanley and Hopkins. Assessment and evaluation are continuous process. Which one is the process of finding the value of something? Evaluation. Educational measurement refers to any device for the general study and practice of testing, scaling, and appraising the outcomes of educational process. The allocation of scores to the result of instruction and or learning at school is called educational measurement. Who differentiated between educational measurement and evolution? Stanley and Hopkins. The difference between a speed test and a power test has to do with the time limit allotted for completion of the items. The learning method that is associated with observing of behavior of other is called learning by limitation. Cognitive development deals with mind. According to behaviorism, which one is important for change in behavior? Environment. Which is an approach to education planning? Manpower approach and social demand approach. Who said education is the process of formation of the highest moral character of the individual through many sides interests? Frederick Herbert. Who said education is the process of preparation for making life pleasant and acquaintance with right principle of life? Froebel. Who said education is the process of development of child's individuality in the natural environment? Ratio. Who said education is the activity of integrated and gradual development of individuals' abilities? Pistology. Who said education is the reconstruction or reorganization of experience which adds to the meaning of experience and which increases to direct course of subsequent experiences? John Dewey. Who said education is the activity of enabling an individual to organize good and discriminate between good and evil? Ghazali. Who said education is the activity of acquisition of revealed knowledge that has been delivered to us by Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Ibn Khaldun. Cognitive development period starting from 7 to 12 years and onward in cognitive development is called concert operational stage. Period from 12 years and onward in cognitive development is called formal operational stage. Child forgets the things out of sight in sensory motor stage. Child thinks logically in concert operational stage. What is the problem of curriculum development in Pakistan? Lack of financial resources, less number of teachers, and insufficient building of school. Child described himself unsystematically in pre-operational stage. Emotional development is affected by fear, quarreling, parents, and restriction, which is concerned with the conduct of examination. BISE. MS Sehrish Arzu Rouge wants to supplement her paper and pencil test with alternative assessment that require students to demonstrate their growth in a number of areas. What would she likely to use? Performance assessment. When was University of Education established? 2002. On medical certificate, maximum leave out of leave account in entire service is 365 days. Casual leave in high schools is sanctioned by DDO, principal or senior headmaster. Non-perishable school record is admission register. A leave outside of leave account to the extent that is authorized medical attendant recommends, and the period of such leave shall be treated as duty with full pay and allowances is called quarantine leave. When was Allama Iqbal Open University established? 1974. The system of distance education is observed in Allama Iqbal Open University. What is the major function of Punjab Textbook Board? Printing books. Evaluation is the process of making value judgment of instruction, programs or project, which provides the best definition of authentic assessment. Authentic assessment asks students to demonstrate knowledge and skills within a real life situation. Any evaluation of student performance in a specific learning context is called product evaluation. Examination of experiences and activities involved in the learning situation is called process evaluation. Maternity leave may be granted to a female civil servant employed in a vocation department for unrestricted number. In teacher recruitment policy 2013 emphasizes was on the recruitment of science teachers. Applicant holders MSc degrees are encouraged in recruitments. A condition or characteristics that can take on different levels, different values or categories is called a variable. A non-random sampling type that involves selecting a convex sample from a population with a specific set of characteristics for your research study is called purposive sampling. A variable that is presumed to cause a change in another variable is called a dependent variable. A variable manipulated by the researcher in an experiment called the independent variable. Knowledge acquired through reasoning is called rationalism. Seeking expert opinions is a source of knowledge called authority. Philosophy of education which emphasizes everlasting reality, perennialism. Philosophy of education which focuses on useful culture and skills is essentialism. A sample is a subset of the population. Test items in which examinees testers are required to select one out of two options in responses to a statement are called multiple choice. डियर स्टूडेंट, प्लीज़ आपने मेरे चैनल को ज़रूर सब्सक्राइब करना है ताकि नई आने वाली वीडियो का नोटिफिकेशन आपको मिल सके। थैंक्स।